What's up, guys? Frugal BC coming at you with another video, and today we're going to talk about Splinterlands. It's about 30 days ago, maybe a little bit more, that I talked about getting back into the game. And at the time, I didn't know a whole heck of a lot about it. I did some research. I've been watching a lot of videos since then. Bulldog 1208 has been a great influence. I'm going to leave a link to his video, his channel down below, because he's great if you want to learn about this game. But today I'm going to tell you about how my 30 days playing Splinterlands has gone. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And before we get into the Splinterland content, I'd love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. Helps the channel out a ton and will help you guys see more crypto content so we can all earn more money to gain financial independence. But today I'm going to go into my 30-day Splinterland challenge. Not really a challenge, but I just want to show you guys what it's all about. Some of the stuff I've learned since playing the game, both from Bulldog 1208. I hope I'm saying that right, but if the link will be in the description to his channel. You will learn a ton about Splinterlands playing that game, maybe more than you wanted to know. So the original premise, Splinterlands is a play to earn game. So you get cards. It's kind of like an auto battle version of Hearthstone, if that makes sense. And I did talk about a game before called Gods Unchained that's almost exactly like Hearthstone, and in fact featured some of the developers from Hearthstone and from Magic the Gathering Arena and all that stuff. And that's a fun game, but it was based on Ethereum, and because it was based on Ethereum, it meant pretty much all the blockchain features were shut down. Like you couldn't trade, you couldn't make new cards, all the stuff that you'd want to do on it. So that's a real bummer. So I haven't been super on that game. But Splinterlands, on the other hand, I'm a big fan of this game. It's a lot of fun. It's deceptively easy to play, and I will say that because a lot of what you do in the game has to do with strategy, setting it up. So it might seem really simple, but at the same time, you have to really think carefully about where you're putting your characters, which ones you're choosing, how they combine together, and what they can do from each position. So I'm going to share my screen, and then we will go through. I'll have my Splinterlands up, and we can play through it a little bit. Okay, so here we are in the game. I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. So when you start out, you get this kind of play now screen. Before this, a little box pops up that tells you what specials are on today, what daily quests. I've been stuck on they usually they have these quests where it's like win 5 games with the water splinter or the forest splinter or the fire splinter. Unfortunately, I don't like the white deck. I haven't really found a good way to use it yet. So I haven't really played around with that. So I'm kind of stuck on that one. But anyway, I'm going to get into the game here. So I'll hit play now, and I have, so the life quest, this is the thing I was talking about, where it wants you to use the life splinter, which is the white splinter. And then you get an extra loot chest, but I just don't like that deck very much. I haven't really built a deck out of it. So battle is the obvious, and we will do a battle in a second. But I want to show you two. So there's a marketplace. The marketplace is a good, obviously, where you go to buy cards. Buying packs can be pretty expensive to get what you want, and they only come up so often. So yeah, I mean, there's like a countdown to the pre-sale for the next one, and you can see it ends. Okay, maybe you can do that now. Oh yeah, so you can do a pre-sale for various things. You can buy it with DEC, with credits, with SPS. I'll kind of get into that in a second. I'm not going to look into that because I don't even understand all that myself. But if I go to the market, so I'm going to go to, I like to play Dragon a lot, so I'm going to go to Dragon a lot. So these are all these cards here are cards that people are selling. So if I wanted to buy Drake, so this is a summoner. And by the way, you can go monsters or summoners, which you usually would want to do just for fun, because I use this summoner. This is a summoner that comes free. However, to upgrade to, if you want to use any level 2 cards in your deck, you need a level 2 summoner. So I upgraded a bunch of summoners and, or excuse me, a bunch of monsters to level 2, and then I realized I couldn't actually use them. So the cheapest price is $11, which isn't a whole lot of money. What you can do, okay, so if I hit buy, here's how much DEC I need, and it's 854. And you can see that I currently have 40 DEC, dark energy crystals, and I'm earning that DEC through playing games. So how much do you earn? Well, it kind of varies. So when you start a new season, you start from 0. I'm going to go back to show you. You start from, so this rating is 0, and you start at novice, and you have to work your way back. You have to work your way through the leagues. I'm currently at bronze level 2, and that is based on your rating and your power level. Now, the power level is based on all the cards you have. So if you're starting out with the beginner cards, you're not really going to have any power. So to work your way through the levels, you have to increase power. Now, the only reason I have 1200, if I go back to the market, there's one thing I noticed about blockchain games, they can be kind of slow. If I go to Dragon, okay, so I am renting this guy. As you can see, if I wanted to buy him, he's actually gotten more expensive. I always go lowest first. So the level 1, the cheapest I can get him right now is 160. And this is actually quite a bit more than even 2 weeks ago when he was like at $1.10 or 110 or 120. I'm not going to buy, I'm just not going to spend $200 on a game. It's not going to happen. So what I can do is I can rent him. And if I go all the way up, so I can rent him for $10 a day. Now, sometimes you click on this and you go through the whole rental process and it comes up, nope, someone already bought it. So that happens, but you kind of work your way down, but even 15, not that bad. So right now, that would probably take me probably 7 or 8 wins to get this guy back. By the way, this is a really powerful card. Dragon Jumper is, if you play a Dragon deck, Dragon Jumper is one of the best decks in the game, one of the best cards in the game for the price. I can't afford, it'll be a long time before I'd be able to afford one, so I rent it. And actually renting is a great way to get cards that you can't afford. And it's probably the only way you're going to succeed in the game, because otherwise you just can't. The only other way is to like spend the money, because you're not going to get more money unless you level up. And to level up, you need good cards. So renting is like the only bridge to do that. So I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to play a battle. Oh, by the way, there's a ranking, like a leaderboard. So the higher up the leaderboard in this level, the better. Let's see where I'm at. Currently at 216,000, which isn't great because I'm only at, let's see, what is my ranking? Yeah, I'm at 599. And they're at 2,000. The top one has 2,303 for a rating. So the odds of, so me getting to that point, like I'd have to play this a lot more to get to this point. Pretty good win percentage, 31 of 49. This guy's got 121 of 125. I've never seen a good win percentage that good. That's crazy. The next guy has about, well, 25 losses or so, a little less. So that's not bad. And then the one behind him actually has quite a few losses. It's less than 300, but he's over 400. So he has 120 losses. But if you can get in the top, you can see all, I think it goes all the way down to 30. Let's see, 20. The top 20 get extra dark energy crystals. And that's quite a few dark energy crystals. So that's pretty good if you can get to that. I'm going to show you a battle. And I'm going to show you one other thing after the battle. Okay, so you can see, oh, and that's already one of the odd ones. So sometimes there are different rule sets, and this is one of the different rule sets. So I can play, usually dragon, you have to pair it with something. And I usually pair it with either death or water. So, but fire is kind of one I like too. So I go to create team. So I have 21 mana. I can build a deck with 21 mana. So I always use him and fire. The first thing I do is select, is it one of those under 4? Okay, I can't even show you him because it's the under 4 one. Well, I really like Cerebrus. He's a good one. I like Spark Pixies. Here's the thing. He's going to have to go in the back. So when your ranged attack, which is the little target thing there, when your ranged attack is in the front, they can't attack. So you only want one, maybe two. I will only play one here. I like this guy a lot. I like this Twilight Basilisk because he can attack from the second position because he has the reach ability. And let's see, he does 2, but what do we at? We have 5 more. So I really love Ant Miners, and I put him there. Ant Miners is one I bought, and it's a great one to buy because every time a creature dies, he gets extra life, which is pretty cool. So we got 3. So I'm gonna pick Serpentine Spy because he can attack from anywhere. And again, I'm gonna put him over. Shoot, this isn't perfect. Okay, I put him in that position. So I took a while to do this. It's usually I can do this much faster, but it's hard with like the alternate rule sets. Then you have to be a little more creative. So it takes me a little longer. Okay, now the rest, here's the thing, you hit rumble and it's ready to go, but here's the thing. I could take forever to do this. Once the critters are decided, the game's decided already. So it knows whether I'm gonna lose or not, essentially. So this is just like showing us how it played out. So a lot of times what I'll do, I'll have this on, maybe I'm like doing something else and I'll just start a game and then go do whatever I'm doing, kind of multitask a little bit. Yeah, that was a quick one. Creatures with the flying ability, it gives them a good chance of evading an attack. Like we took out their tank already. So normally in this position, you want your tank or 2 tanks as a backup tank. A lot of times I like to have, if I had more mana, I would use this fire goblin dude in front, and then this one would come in second, but then have the regenerate ability. And yeah, it's not even close. I mean, we're just trouncing them. I mean, now we're for sure gonna win. We didn't even lose a critter. I mean, so that's great. So let's see what we got now. Yeah, look, he's at 7 health. Just from all the creatures that died. This is why I love Dragon Deck. So I got 2.1 energy crystal, and it took a while. Like in the beginning, you get like 0.001. And then as you win more, as your rank goes up, you win more. It's also set up so you get more for streaks, but also less the longer you play. So if you're winning, it'll keep going up, but it goes up less and less and less. And then when you stop, you kind of refill your win rate or how much it doles out. So that's something to think about too. So as you can see, now I have 42.421. Now the SPS is interesting because this is a staking mechanism. So you get so much, if you stake it, then you get so much per day. And right now I'm at 0.004. So I'm going to hit the claim button. And remember, it's this little white tab at the top. You click on that and you get there. Okay, so now it's claimed. Now I have to remember how much I capped. So 0.4, and then I'm going to stake it right away. I just been staking it because I want this to grow. And it's actually right here, the in-game balance. So you can use SPS for different things in the game, buying packs, buying other stuff. I think you can convert to DEC, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm just staking it right now because I want to get to the point where it's bringing out a bunch of it. Hit OK, and boom, we're staked. And then we'll just go back to, now there's other ways to claim it if you like connect your Hive reward. I don't even know how to do that. Let's go back to battle. You can change the modes. And then here's when the season ends. And at the end of the season, you get some chests. Now here's something I only figured out. I should have figured it out earlier. Because I can never figure out why the cards that I liked tended to get really, really expensive toward the end of the season to rent. They're like double or more. And I couldn't figure it out. And then it occurred to me, oh, everyone wants to rent cards at the end of the season because you want to finish the season at the highest rank so you get the most rewards. So right now it says ×7. For that, you know, at bronze, and I'm at bronze 2, if I was at bronze 3, that's only like 5. And what will happen is when I'm done renting, so you rent them for a certain number of days. Once I'm done renting, my power goes back to whatever just cards I own. So what you want to do is make sure you're renting those cards at the end of the season so you get the rewards for that season. But you also have to be mindful of being on the leaderboard. Like, you know, if I was at the top of the bronze 3 leaderboard, I wouldn't want to suddenly, oh, Jesus, takes forever. Sometimes it takes a really long time. I noticed that with Web3 stuff. It can be really randomly slow at times. Yeah, so I was at like, what, 211, and now it's 209. So it slowly goes up. You know, now my rating is at 519 instead of 589, or 619 instead of 589, whatever it was. But let's say I was like this guy in bronze 1, maybe, wait, is it all bronze? Oh, maybe it's all bronze. I take that back. You know, but I wouldn't want to go up to silver and then be at the bottom of silver instead of the top of bronze, right? Like you want to be at the top of this as much as possible. So I've had higher win streaks in this too. 6 is pretty low. Let's see, is there anything else that, I mean, there's guilds you can join. I haven't played around with that. I still haven't done any of the events. I know, and you can see your own cards. I know Mustache, Crypto Stash had his own Splinterlands contest. I thought that was kind of cool. So I can see, so this is all the playable ones. That includes all the cards they give you to start off with. If I go to owned, these are all the ones I actually own, whether I got them through end of the season rewards or from actually buying them. Like some I'm actually level 2, but some I am not. Yeah, I have a lot of this guy, the Pellicor Deceiver. I like him for dark. So I bought, so the nice thing about buying them, of course, is you don't have to rent them. So if you use them a lot, if you rent them a lot, it might make sense to save up your DEC and buy them. These were all pretty low level. Okay, the Demented Shark, yeah, I got that one free. The Wave Runner I got free. I bought a lot of Ant Miners to make it a level 2. Venari Wavesmith, this is a great one for Dragon/Blue deck. I'm a big fan of that one. He gives all your creatures an extra, like, was it extra 2 or extra 3 shield, which is really nice. Pellicor Bandit I got for free. I think I might have bought a second one. So the more cards you buy, even if you already have them in your deck, owning them actually gives you more power than just using the free ones they give you. And then as you buy more, you can combine them to increase their level. Let's see. So rare, I have 3 rare ones. No epic, no legendary, in case you're wondering. All right, I'm gonna go stop the share. All right, guys, well, I just wanted to show you what I learned here playing Splinterlands. Can you make a lot of money? Now, the thing I want to say about renting cards is that you can rent them out. You can rent your cards out too. And if you have really good ones, you might actually make a little money. So that's another way to actually earn DEC in the game. Unfortunately, I don't know that I have cards that anyone would really want. Maybe the rare cards might rent out for something decent. I'm going to experiment with that. So I'll get back to you on that. But anyway, that's my analysis on Splinterlands. Overall, I think it has a lot of promise, but I think if you want to make a lot of money in the game, you are either going to have to invest a lot of money or a lot of time. And it will actually, then it could pay off. So if you could buy some of these expensive cards, but then make money renting them out, like eventually you could turn a profit. So you have to think kind of business minded like that. My goal was to play this game and not really spend a lot of money, maybe buy packs. I might buy some packs when they come out. If that, I don't even sure, that whole voucher system just confuses the heck out of me. Anyway, thanks for watching the channel. If you watched this far, appreciate it. And you guys all take care, and we'll see you in the future.